Hello everyone, in this video I'll be talking about world building with AI. I'll be going through my process of how to create fictional universes using artificial intelligence, most especially ChatGPT, custom GPTs. That's what I'll be using, and I'll be explaining how to start that process in this video. I will be recording a couple of videos in the next couple of weeks, but this particular video, which is the first of the series, will be on creating your own custom GPTs to be able to use to build your own fictional universe, your own world. So what is world building? World building is the process of constructing an imaginary world, and we usually find this kinds of imaginary worlds in literature, art, music, entertainment. Some examples are like the Marvel universe, the DC universe, and J.K. Rowling's The Wizarding Place, where we have Harry Potter series. The Wizarding World, where we have the various Harry Potter series. So these are just little examples of what a fictional universe entails. So where do this fictional universe, where did it come from? So it comes from imagination, and to be able to create it into a universe, into data, we're going to be using AI to do that. So I have this formula which I usually use to explain most of my creation. So this imagination plus AI, artificial intelligence, equals data. World creation is just data, large amounts of data. That's all we're just creating. I'm sure in this video I'm probably going to show data a lot of times. So what are the benefits of creating a digital fictional universe, your own world, with AI? You could see here in this diagram, I've shown you some benefits. At the left, you have products in the art, design, and entertainment sector. You have like fashion, you could have clothing, wearables that are from the digital universe. You could have concept art, NFTs, non-fungible tokens, which could be sold on a blockchain network. You could have architecture, building designs that come from your digital universe. You could have theme parks. For example, you see how Disney World, a lot of the whole theme park, the whole Disney theme park comes from the digital fictional universe of the Disney World. You could have toys, mercs. Under the stories, you could create fictional novels, magazines, comics, books, movies, animations, etc. And under the virtual reality experience, you could create products such as mixed reality, simulation, lucid dreaming, like gaming. Like you could create gaming applications from your fictional universe, from your world. You could create digital characters and fictional internet. So those are just a lot of some things that you could get from your fictional universe. Then the last point here is collaboration. I put that as like a multiverse. So when you've created your own digital world, you can collaborate with another person who has he or his own digital world, and you guys can kind of like collaborate. So that's what we call like a multiverse. So what does this entail? What does world building entail? So it entails with creating a world which has to do with the history, physics, geography, culture, technology, language, location, the maps, the core story, archetypes, magic systems, and characters. Characters has to do with the name, backstory, and the likes. Then stories. Then all these things make up data. It's just data, large amounts of data. So what's the process like? There are a lot of AI softwares right now, but what I will be using in this video is ChatGPT. I will be creating a custom GPT with the sole purpose of building a fictional universe. And so this here will be the GPT, and its purpose will be to create the world, characters, and stories that make up the fictional universe, and all those things will amount to data. So what are the methods of world building? There are two methods. One is called top-down approach, and the second is called bottom-up approach or method. So in this video, or in all most of my video series, I'll be going through both methods, but the main method we would use is the top-down approach because it's better, it's more structured, it gives you more control over the elements of the world that you're creating. So in the top-down approach, you start from the world, then you go down up until things like the characters, the language, the magic systems. Then you go down into a story. But from a bottom-up approach, you start from a story. You start from a problem. You start from a pressing need. Then you move up to, say, the characters. Which character will fit into this story? Then you move up into the world. This story and this character, let's build a world that can kind of encapsulate those two items. So those are the two methods of world building. But in my video series, I'll probably be using top-down method. Then maybe sometimes I'll touch on bottom-up, but most of the time it's going to be from top-down. So let's begin. So we'll go to ChatGPT. And again, I'm using ChatGPT Plus, so because that's the only way we can create a custom AI model. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is click Explore GPTs. And since we are creating a GPT, we'll click Create here. So, so let's chat with the GPT builder. Okay, I want to create a GPT that's experienced with world building. So what I'm doing here is that I am giving it its role. So I want a GPT that is experienced with world building. Yeah. Then I'll put that. I want to create my own fictional universe called Wireframe Universe. So in that text I have put in my intention so that the GPT builder knows that, okay, whichever GPT they built, this is you need to be aligned with the creator's intentions. So he knows. Then another important thing is that I put a name of the universe. This is very important. So you need to know that when the GPT builder is creating this GPT, it knows that the wireframe universe is like an instance prompt. It knows that, okay, my sole purpose is to create the wireframe universe, create the Bible for the wireframe universe, create the characters for the wireframe universe, create the stories for the wireframe universe. So I want to create my own fictional universe called Wireframe Universe. The GPT would help me build again, I'll put it, Wireframe Universe. The GPT would build the world, characters, and stories. So those are the instructions. So world, characters. So you want to know world, characters, stories, name of your universe, and you should state that it is experienced in world building. So let's enter. Let's see what the GPT builder gives us. So right now it's tinkering. It's probably hallucinating and building the GPT, and it's probably going to come back with some questions. Okay. So it says, for this world building GPT, how about naming it Universe Architect? Does that fit your vision? I think I'm fine with that. You can still change the name. The name can still be changed, but I'm okay with that. Yes, I am okay with that. So next, the GPT builder is going to generate a profile picture using DALL-E image generator. And yes, you still have the option of changing the image later, but I'm okay. I just leave it there. I'll probably change it later when I feel like. So yes, the image is okay. Like I said, I can still change this later. You can still change the image of your GPT later. So now let's see what this is. So it's asking me, should it focus on detailed core creation, or do you want it to generate vivid descriptions of places and characters? I would say both. Both. Yeah. The reason why I said both is that I want it to be as creative as possible. I don't want it to be too detailed, and I don't want it to be too vague. So I want like a balance. So that's why I said both in that particular query. Okay, so Universe Architect is now fine-tuned to help you build the Wireframe universe, focusing on both detailed lore creation and generating vivid descriptions of places and characters. It's ready to bring depth and clarity to your universe with immersive and engaging narratives. Would you like to jump into creating your universe, or is there anything else you would like to adjust? So I always advise you go into this configure tab and just read through. So the name is the Universe Architect. Like I said, you can still edit it. The description is build detailed fictional universes, focusing on lore, places, and characters. So let me just see the instructions. Again, you want to read through everything here before you conclude on building the GPT. Although you can still edit this later. So conversation starters, create a character for the Wireframe universe, describe a city in the Wireframe universe, tell me a story from the Wireframe universe, suggest a conflict. Okay. So I'll just say create a character for the Wireframe universe using this summary. So I want to have a tab whereby I will just put in little details of a particular character. Then once I click this button, the GPT creates a character for me. So that's fine. Create a, let's say create a city. Create a city in the Wireframe universe. Create a story for. So I think that's fine. And suggest a conflict. So when you start building your universe, when you start generating data, so I would advise what I do, I store it in like a Word document and I save it as a PDF, then I upload it here. But right now, all we've done is just create a GPT, so there's really nothing for us to upload until we start generating data. Then we start uploading it back into the knowledge so that your GPT gets more knowledgeable and has a lot of data to train on so that it gets more information about the Wireframe universe. So you start uploading it here. So enable web browsing. You need to enable DALL-E image generation. That's very important in case you want to generate comic books and stunning visuals in the future. So that's it for that. I will just go back. I think that's it. We go back to create. Then we will now say, I will now respond. No, I am fine. And let's see if so the Universe Architect is complete. Our custom AI has been built, and the sole purpose of this AI is to build the Wireframe universe. That is the sole purpose of this AI. So if I click create here, so I'll say only me, because it's just I'm the only one using it. You either have the option of publishing this GPT to this GPT store, or you want to send it to someone with the link, but click only me and share. So click view GPT. So now we're back to the ChatGPT's UI. Now you notice Universe Architect is here. This is it. It's by Akinwale. Builds detailed fictional universes, focusing on places and characters. So that's it. So that's it for building your universe. And in the next video, we will start building the world. We'll start building things like the various planets in that universe, the people, the culture, the technology, and from there we would have a video whereby we would create a graphic novel, we'll create a book, we'll create journals that come from the Wireframe universe. So thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next. Peace.